time frame on your sessions, and how does that time frame dictate if I'm satisfied or not? You feel what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, hold on. Because there's been times where it's like hot and heavy,
right?
And it be like boom, 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 and then you're like, oh my God, I don't want this to end, and then you be like,
you can't help it though.
You be like, this just feels amazing, and then you be like, you look at them and be like, all right, damn, I'm sorry, like, are you satisfied? And they just be like, I don't think you understand that just felt amazing. And it's like, as a man, I'm like, why couldn't
that makes you feel great.
Why couldn't it be longer? Like, my co-host has to go for a second. More. Hold on. Yeah, so it's like man to man. It's like I always want to please, and that's the ultimate goal, because, like you said, it is a sacred time to be with that person. It's like you want it to be like forever. You want it to be 3, 4, 5 rounds. You want to just look at that person in the eyes and just keeps going and over. But sometimes you be like, you got to stop looking me in my eyes, because this is making it worse. You know what I mean? And
I like that eye contact though. Like, that makes me actually.
I do too, but that eye contact makes it more of
it's more intense. It's that connection. It's that soul connection like, that you were talking about.
And it's like, what is going on? Like,
everything start getting all weird. Like, it's like you extra high. When you even did drugs, you just high.
Right. So it's like, those are times where I'm sorry, I cut off your what you call. But yeah, those are the times where it's just like, but then, you have those times where it's like, the kids are in the next room. I want you. Man, right. I want you. As
they say, fuck them kids. I'm gonna give you another sibling.
No, but you be like, the kids are next door. We don't have that much time because they're gonna be in here in 5 minutes, and it's like, okay, let's go.
I think those are the most fun, personally. The most fun. They don't necessarily have to be the most intimate, but they are the most fun, because who doesn't like a little thrill?
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like people don't have fun while having sex.
No, a lot of
people
don't.
And that is a true fact. Because one, if you cannot laugh with your partner while having sex, there's something wrong with your relationship.
No, for real.
Like I can't tell you how many times we didn't laugh at shit while we was having sex. Like, damn, that shit funny.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Or
I said some funny shit before. She just sat there and started dying laughing. I laughed already because the shit was kind of corny.
Right. Right. Because it's like kids come in being like, what y'all doing? Like,
it's so many different things that happen.
It's just like, it's a thrill. Like, it's like, we gonna get caught or we not gonna get caught?
Right.
So basically it really just stems down to the person and each person's perspective of what sex is supposed to be. Because I mean, I don't necessarily feel like if I don't finish and he does that, I'm displeased, or vice versa. You know what I'm like? That's not a vibe.
I'm displeased.
You be
right. Thank you.
Like,
what? That is the biggest thing. Like, a lot of women don't understand how that makes the man feel. That we come so fast, and y'all think it's okay. No, it's not okay, because you didn't get what you asked for, what you were looking for.
But see, my thing is, how do you tell me that I didn't get what I wanted in that time frame?
The bed. There's no wet spot. There's no wet spot.
Exactly. Shit still dry. You didn't come. There was no clenching of the coochie on the dick. None of that shit.
Wow, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
What you mean?
Because you don't know. It makes perfect sense. Because you don't know what I'm feeling. So you can't say that we don't understand how that makes y'all feel, but then tell us what we did and didn't feel. That doesn't make sense.
Let me ask you a question. You ever had sex with a man and he didn't come? And you be like, what's wrong with you?
No.
Oh.
No.
You see my face? I guess.
I don't know. Like, how am I supposed to answer that question?
Like they be like, I'm gonna say this for you for later. And you like, boy, you better.
No.
Right. Like, well, I know for a fact if every time that actually happened, I didn't go. She got hot. Like, yo, what? She's like, what's to it?
No,
you
can't
okay?
relate because I mean, I feel like for me personally, I feel like if that did ever happen, I got you later. Don't even worry about it. I know what needs to happen.
Yeah, but you're a different type of human.
I am. So I'm not gonna look at that and be like, oh my God.
Not a lot of people like that.
Yeah, like why don't you like me anymore?
Yeah,
I'm not looking at it from that standpoint. I'm gonna be like, all right, bet.
Because it's
challenge accepted.
Right, because it's I'm about to say because please don't look at this podcast if you don't want to look at us a different type of way. Please don't. But I'm saying there is definitely been times where it's like round one, I'm about to conquer you and make you feel the rain, and then you be like, nope, you ain't getting this. And then they be like, oh, word, I got you later. And you be like, no, you don't. Like it's about to go down. But yeah, I just think that it's like it's a fun game of cat and mouse throughout the day and throughout the years and throughout the week. You know, it's just fun.
So, question: do you know any women that have ever taken Viagra? Because we just seen that women also take Viagra.
I have never met any woman that takes Viagra. Because as far as I know, all the women I've encountered, they always felt that Viagra was for men. I've never heard that shit. That shit is foreign.
Oh, I don't know if his phone died or our phone died. I think his phone died or he hung up by accident. You trying to fix what? Okay, go ask your brothers. I don't know what just happened. He hung up. Or his phone died or something. Shall I wait till you call back?
Or yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's so you mean to tell me you never was like I got like in your head you was like you gonna hold it? Okay.
There's no
so
such thing.
I'm a what? What?
I'm sorry if your man or the man or whomever it is that you are sleeping with.
You're so fine.
If they are able to hold that back, in my eyes, I feel like
you trash.
You're trash.
No, like I mean, like there's like
stop. No,
I know. Like
there's no way. There's men. Men don't have the willpower.
We don't.
Y'all don't have the willpower to hold it. So if it's being held,
it's
not being held. It's just they're not enjoying it. Therefore, there's no arousal. Therefore, they aren't going to bust anywhere.
Like I mean, like I mean, like it's hot and heavy, and I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna finish.
That's never happened. Oh,
Brother Drew.
All right, you back, sir?
Yeah, my phone overheated. I forgot it was hot outside. I'm gonna just need the phone.
Goddamn iPhones.
No worries. No worries.
All right. So what was the question again?
So no, we were talking about women using Viagra because earlier we were reading and researching also, and it was saying that women use Viagra, and it just enhances the sensation, and it can make you more aroused. So it's actually like more of an enhancement for women than it is to solve an issue for men. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I just usually think that the women would go get the pink pill.
What the
fuck is a pink pill?
Yeah, I believe that's exactly what it's called, the pink pill.
See,
this shit actually works.
It's called the pink pill.
Hold on, I
believe like if it ain't called the pink.
That's wild.
And like that shit, that actually like stimulates the woman, like insanely, like because she did it before too, just to compensate, not make me make me feel
HSD.
a little bit better that I was going through it.
Mm-hmm.
So she got it too. And then, like when we did it, like that shit lasts like for a sort of time for men. I mean, for like as sort of time for women as the Blue Rhino will for men.
That is freaking.
So we just learned out that there's something called HSDD.
That's what it's called. Oh, I can't see because I ain't got my glasses on. HSDD. It's just so wild to me. Like,
yeah,
I mean, I'm not.
And that shit gets them wet just from just sitting there. You ain't even got to think about shit. You just gonna be horny all day.
But again, if women don't know, there are herbs and fruits and vegetables and things of that nature, things that are, given to us that the earth actually provides us that also help with that. So it's just like wild that people they automatically just go to these pills or these doctors or whatever the case or whoever they get it from. And they're so quick to just pop something in their mouth or put something around their penis or whatever the case may be.
We do live. Go ahead, my bad.
No, you could go ahead. Go.
Like I was gonna say, like we do. In truth, we do live in a pill popping out culture.
Clearly,
everybody damn near everybody do drugs. So the fact that you can pop this shit and feel this way, that sounds like fucking ecstasy or Xanax or a perk 30, whatever the fuck that gets them horny and shit. But it's scientifically made to make you feel that way, so you don't have to feel extra high and shit like that.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's just
like, and plus, it's cheaper than going to the store buying a whole bunch of fruits.
Well, what's crazy
is crazy.
It says
it's
the cons
cheaper.
of this is anger.
So it make them angry.
It make them angry.
Wait, you said the what?
The cons of the pink pill. It says frustration and anger.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts. Boys.
Those are just side effects. And if we think about it, you only gonna get these side effects because there's just a whole bunch of chemicals they threw together to make that shit happen.
Right.
Rather than again eating fruits and vegetables where you feel natural and holistic, and you can get those feelings and sensations naturally,
right.
Rather than just I feel pretty dry. I'm gonna go to the store and pop this pink pill. I'm gonna go pop this blue rhino and be good. Now I'm gonna go eat like 4 kiwis a day.
Right.
I'm gonna eat a banana, eat some grapes. And I'm gonna drink hella water, and I'm gonna exercise, and I'm gonna be good.
You know, you think there's people out there that don't drink water?
Oh yeah, I know people.
I mean,
that don't drink
people. Facts. Like people. Some people look at water and shit like as if that shit's a fucking like a demented drug or something.
They look at water the way we look at soda.
Oh really?
Yes.
Like ooh.
Yes.
And the way I look at caffeine, I can't do caffeine.
Right, and I can't do caffeine either.
And that since we just brought up caffeine, some of them male enhancer pills does come with caffeine, and some of them comes caffeine free.
Oh,
Not to advertise the shit, but
caffeine is like one of the most notorious things in causing fertility problems in women.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm not surprised. Caffeine is its own poison all on. It's just its own situation.
Right.
Like it's just bad. Do you have any questions before I ask him his other question?
No,
okay. So how do you feel about like during sex? How do you feel about like when receiving oral, men moaning? Because we saw when we were researching things were popping up, you'd be in the web or whatever. The web. And it was saying how a lot of men think it's weird to moan while receiving oral.
A lot of men that think it's weird to moan while receiving oral or sex, period, they weird as fuck off that.
Yeah, man. It's
I'm in the ear going crazy.
Right.
And that's some of the shit we be laughing at.
Right.
Like I really be in it. Like,
but is it? But that to me means that it's real. You know what I mean? To me, that just means
it's real.
You enjoying it, like you just like, oh, okay, cool. So is anything off the table though?
Like, what do you mean? Is anything off the table?
Like during sex.
Like during
what
sex.
What is absolutely okay and what is absolutely no, hell no,
like,
fuck no.
Like she can't grab your ass or grab your thigh or rub her finger down your.
The last guy we had on, he said it's a no-go to my ass. Don't touch my ass. Well, if she like go to grab, that's fine. But anything outside of that, he's like, hell no, absolutely not.
I meant to ask him, what if she got long fingers and when she grabbed his ass,
you gotta stop.
the finger like grazed the inner ass cheek. Like you'd be like, fuck out of here, get out my ass.
Me personally, like I'm nasty, so I don't really give a fuck. I understand pleasure.
Right.
Like it ain't like I'm not saying like you can finger my ass, but if you sucking on my nuts and your tongue hits my gooch and you just keep going lower and lower, I'm not going to stop you.
Right.
You just gonna hear that ooh ooh become louder and louder. Like for real, it goes from ooh ooh ooh.
So do you just?
Okay.
So do you just so in that time in that domain when you're doing that, do you just feel like you're just one with that person and nothing matters? Like you're just in like
really should matter within reason, you know.
Right. So you're
as long as it's within reason, because like I said, ain't no fingering me. Like, but you can rub me down there and lift your tongue down there. That feels great.
Right.
But other than that, like you ain't gotta go the extra 8 mile and stick your fingers inside of me. Like that's my job to do to your asshole.
Wow.
Like, I'm gonna do
that. Why you can do it to her but she can't do it to you? I'm just curious.
One, I know she like that. She like that shit.
Okay, so
me from my experiences, like before our relationship, like I tried it. I don't like that shit.
So you
I don't like that shit at all.
So you tried it and it just didn't fly. It's a no-go.
Yeah, it didn't hit the way the tongue did. It didn't hit the way the tongue did at all.
Oh my god.
Being honest.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, like, there's people out there that be like, I'm not trying that. Like, fuck that shit. Like, whatever. But you got people to be
I just feel like.
Go ahead.
I feel like people that don't want to try that, they just uncomfortable with themselves and their sexuality. Because a lot of people think that shit's gay. Like men like get their ass licked on and ate and shit. Like, no, because if my girl likes doing that to me and she know that makes me feel all tingly and shit on the inside, I'd rather she do it.
Right.
God damn it, because that's a sensation like I'd never normally felt growing up.
Oh my
That's
god.
letting me know what I like for real.
You said all tingly inside. I can't.
So pretty much is whatever your
nothing is completely off the table except
something that you don't like.
into you.
Exactly. That's why I say it's everything within reason, because like the spitting in the mouth shit, I'm not with that shit, nor she.
Oh God,
no. Exactly. Like we not with that shit. Like people do that. Like let me spit in your mouth. Like no, I'm cool. Like I'm not spitting in your mouth and you ain't spitting in my mouth. But we are gonna make out and like our tongues are gonna touch.
Yeah.
So
that's normal.
Like
yeah.
No, that's gross.
Yeah, they do that shit.
That's why that shit.
Whoever sees this broadcast, it is not safe to go ahead and kiss them in their mouth because you don't know who the fuck spitting their shit. For real. Bruh. Like that shit is over the top nasty. Like I'm pro ass eating. So if I can eat ass, nasty. That's cool. But you not spitting in my mouth.
Right. Yeah. No.
You're just not doing that.
Yeah. No. That's.
And I'm not going to disrespect you and spit in your mouth either. I'm not going to hold your face open and just.
Yeah, that's some weirdo shit. That's real life weird
shit. Do you think that there's certain things in the bedroom or during sex that's disrespectful to your partner?
Yeah, like why would I tell you open your mouth and just let a loogie ride? Like what?
Yeah,
that's nasty.
Think about how disgusting that is. Like it's different when you making out and you swap your saliva that way. That's different. Right. You know, like again, I am be real. I have a tongue fetish among many other fetishes I have, but like I like sucking the tongue, and one of my main reasons for sucking the tongue is I'm gonna get all that juice off of there. Because I just ate your coochie and now all your coochie juice is on your tongue. Give it back, type shit.
Wild, bro.
Yeah. Like for real.
Nah, I feel it.
Like for real. Even when she give me top, to be real, I don't even give a fuck if you giving me top, and then like, bring me your face. Come here, because your face is all wet and shit. Like, come here, let me help you with that. Like, that's my body. It's taking my body part. Shit.
Right. Like, I mean, I get it.
No, I get it. I get it.
I feel it.
Because some people may be like, don't. Girl, you just was on my. So that means like you don't feel like your body part is good enough for the other person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can you repeat that?
No, I'm saying like because there's people out there that be like, oh, you went down there. Don't come up here and kiss me. But it's like, so do that mean that
I want you to kiss me. Don't just like that's just weird. Now it's like, okay, well you did that. Now we can't kiss each other.
Right.
Well, what are we doing?
I feel like some women might be insecure about their own coochie and how like the stench or whatever. I mean, granted, every coochie has like a certain smell while you having sex.
Right.
Like some people get insecure about that shit. Like, what? It's you.
That's sad.
Whatever you eating, that's what's going to produce that smell.
Right.
Exactly. Like, what are you putting in your body?
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that's insecure about themselves in general. Like, oh, I'm not going to, take my shirt off, or oh, I'm not going to get butt naked, or I'm gonna keep these socks on. It's like
ain't nobody got time.
See,
for
and me, like my girl, it took her a minute because I love me a nice BBW. There's something about it. It's like just like a full woman. Like it took her a minute to actually get comfortable with just taking her clothes completely off. Like I'm telling, like man, I love everything about you. Like look at you, you healthy with me. Shit, you eating good, obviously. You eating better than the fuck I am. So let me eat you. Type shit.
Let me eat you.
Oh,
that's funny.
Yeah, so I definitely.
I want the stomach, everything. That's like one of my favorite things. Like I just rub my face on her stomach and then put my face.
Wow.
I love it.
Well, you're great. You're a great man. Any woman would be lucky. Okay, shoot, because there's a lot of men that are very. I mean, nowadays there's more men that are accepting of or prefer like bigger women or whatever the case may be, and vice versa even. But yeah, it's still a lot of men that are really very shallow and are like, oh no, you need to lose weight or look this type of way. Or I want you to do this way, and this is the only way I like to have sex. And it's just like, bruh, ain't nobody got time for all of that. Like, life is too short to be with somebody with that many boundaries and rules when it comes to the bedroom and what they want somebody to look like. It's just ridiculous.
Like you'd be surprised how many dudes don't even eat pussy.
Oh no, I'm not surprised at all. Trust me, I'm not.
Okay.
But I'm also not surprised how many women don't give head either.
And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised how many women don't actually kiss during sex.
He told me that.
That's another thing.
I was shocked when he told me that. I'm like, what do you mean they don't?
Yeah, they don't kiss during sex. Like it's not.
That's facts. Like that. That made me question, like, how the fuck did y'all even initiate the shit?
Right.
Like it's like a
what happened?
It was like a.
Did he kiss your cheek? What happened? Like,
but you know what? So many people are so up front, like, yo, you trying to get this dick? And they be like, you know what? Yeah, give me that dick. And it's like,
that's it.
Don't even rub the coochie, nothing.
No,
that's
put in.
Crazy.
No, like, what?
I can't. I just could never.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
What?
Nah, say it. We talking that shit with the fucking velvet. What's up?
Because it's like, some people might even like not like foreplay, like you doing too much. Let's go.
I've experienced that.
Like you doing too much.
Like they really don't like Quisha said, like they don't know how to have fun with life.
Yeah, like
it's too short for the bullshit.
Okay.
And it's like when you get with somebody that actually when you get with somebody that wants the foreplay and you go like straight in and you be like, wait, hold on, what
it definitely throws off the whole. Like I could be so into you and you could be so into me, but the second you go straight for the end result, is just like, you just killed everything that I was feeling. Everything.
Right.
Yep.
Everything.
Yeah. We can't ever have sex without me eating first, or she doing what she do. When she give me top. It'll never work.
Kiss up the leg, kiss toes, the back. I feel like
I'm sucking toes.
Right.
Mommy, I'm sucking toes. That's my favorite. That's my number one fetish.
But I feel like foreplay starts early in the morning.
Yes.
It starts early in the morning. You look good.
Thing.
Damn, you smell good. What you eating for lunch? You, hopefully.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh. It's the flirtation of it
with
all.
me? Yeah, you. You know what I mean? What time the kids going
Look
to sleep?
Look at you with the voice. I can't.
What time we putting the boys to sleep tonight?
I think it's time for me to go.
I can't.
No, but yeah, I feel like it starts from when as soon as you roll your eyes up.
I think everybody experiences that though, because I feel like it kind of just comes natural to the relationship that is meant to be. It's not something that has to be
forceful.
Yeah, it's not forced, and it's not something that has to be said. It's just like, I feel your energy, and your energy is telling me that you want me, and I know I want you. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to make sure you know that I know what's going on in your head, and you know what's going on in my head. Mm-hmm. And I think that just comes with the meant to be relationships, not just those fly-by, flingy relationships and whatnot.
Right. No, yeah, I definitely.
Because I know the two main cues for when she wanted. She either gonna put her leg on me, or touch me with her. Well, it's three, or put her feet on me, or while we just laying there watching the movie or whatever the fuck, or I'm playing the game, she gonna scoot her ass on my hip, and that lets me know. All right, y'all finna get off the game real fast. I'll be back on later.
All right, I gotta go.
And, I'm putting the handle.
I gotta go.
For real.
Right. There's definitely signs, and like I said, if you, I don't know, it's definitely energy. It's the energy. Yeah, you got sure. Energy changes. You can feel it.
You be like, oh wait, what the fuck? It got hot in here.
Not literally, but yeah.
What's going on?
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, of course. Always a pleasure.
Has been very interesting.
Very.
All right.
I hope I've enlightened a few people.
You enlightened us a little bit too. So
pink pill.
Right. We were sitting here like, pink pill? What the hell is that?
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we will talk to you later, my friend.
Y'all take it easy.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Man, this is turning out to be a crazy subject.
Crazy.
A lot of different point of views also.
Yes.
Like our last two callers was like night and day, would you say?
I wouldn't necessarily say night and day. One our last caller just had actual experience,
right,
in all
aspects
circumstances.
Of everything.
Yeah, so
I mean, it is good that we did have somebody that did everything.
Yeah, for sure, because he was
dropped some bombs on some pink pills. Like, what the hell? Like,
I feel like I've heard of that too before, but at the same time, I was still kind of like, wait a minute.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that is something that you would try?
No. I don't like medicines and pills. Like, if it ain't a vitamin or like a supplement, like straight out the ground, bro, I don't want it.
Real? Yeah.
I don't want it.
But there's people out there that just want heightened. Like, they want it to be like.
I mean, listen.
What are you about to say?
I was just gonna say, for me personally, it's not that deep to heighten it. Like, I personally I get that excited all on my own.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, with that interaction with you. So for me, it's like, I don't need a pill to make me feel like, oh my God, this is going to be so much fun, or oh my God, this is amazing, or I don't have any desire to ever try a pill or anything like that.
What's crazy about that is, like, the man can never feel like he's the shit. Like, to me, I just feel like the man can never be like, yeah, I'll put it down. Like, when y'all using pills or y'all using y'all using enhancements of things.
So you feel like he's a fraud.
Like, essentially, okay, so say like one night stand, right? And you pop the, what is it called? The spearmint,
the rhino something.
You like, yeah, this girl giving me play. You pop the rhino. And you're like ready. And it goes down. And she's like, oh my God. She go home and tell her girlfriend's like, girl, oh my God. Like, but on that ride home, you like, yeah, I destroyed it. But it's like, no, like you cheated. You cheated.
You cheated.
You wasn't eating like he said, pineapples earlier today. Like, I'm going to the club tonight. Like, it's gonna be on and popping. You know what I mean?
Effects
yeah, like you wasn't doing that. You full blown was like, you pulled up.
Skirt. Opt out.
What'd he say? 7-Eleven or whatever, or however.
I don't even know where he said you could get it from.
I could have swore he said like 7-Eleven or Walgreens or something like that.
I don't know. I wasn't. Am I too loud or I'm good?
No, you good.
Okay.
And you pull up, you buy one, you like, yeah, I'm going to the club, and then you in the club and you looking like, and you go boom.
I wonder how it affects fertility for men. Like, men that pop those types of things like all the time, whether it is Viagra or the whole rhino thing or anything else.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We hear it all the time. You hear about fertility issues, and
yeah, but I'm saying specifically because of that. Like, we hear about fertility issues, but we don't necessarily know what's causing their fertility. We don't, you know what I mean? Like, nobody's being very specific and open and saying, like, hey, I might have fertility issues because
I pop this.
I take these types of pills. Like, it's possible that this is like, you know, making shit bad for me.
But it's crazy. Like, do it like talk about it on the packaging? Like, what does the packaging say? Like, this is gonna blow your mind tonight, but
this is gonna blow your mind.
But in a couple months, you may be experiencing lip syndrome. Lip syndrome.
I can't. I just cannot with you.
Why are you laughing? No, I'm not trying to be funny, but it's like yeah. Like, play now, but later on, you're going to be like, oh, shit, shouldn't have done that.
I mean, I don't know. It's like I said, it's possible. That's why I said I wonder, like, how many, if any, you know, people, or, I mean, shit, you got to say people, since now we know that there's a pill for women, too.
Right.
Or that women also take Viagra, like.
I can't. But you.
I mean, birth control, even after so long, can cause fertility issues.
Yeah, and it can, yeah.
Like, so it's like if birth control has a negative effect after a certain period of time, I can only imagine what these pills can possibly, like, are these pills like FDA regulated?
It said no. It said no on the website. It said no.
So it's like a at your own risk. I mean, not for Viagra, because clearly Viagra is something that's regulated. Because
is Viagra regulated?
You have to get a prescription for Viagra. I think that's what it said when we were researching. You need a prescription, so that has to be FDA regulated. Yeah, it has to be regulated.
Really? Mm-hmm.
What did I miss?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Oh my God. So you have to be like,
sit down, Bubba.
They have to be like, you're having this problem for them to recommend this or even write the prescription.
Talk that shit with the Melvins. What's your name? Where you from?
I'm out here from Vegas. How you living?
Can you say your name for me one more time?
Marcus Jones, out here. Yes, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
So, Marcus, you know why you here.
I hope you know why you here.
Are you ready?
Do it.
We got a few questions regarding, like we said, male enhancements and sex and things like ED and, you know, all those, I ain't gonna say wonderful things, because I'm sure it's not wonderful for men that struggle with that. But all those things. So firstly, because we did research, how do you feel when it comes to things like male enhancements, like Viagra, or like surgeries, or what we've just now been told about these pills, like what is it, Rhino? It's Rhino something, yeah. Or like women have like pink pills. Yeah. Like, how do you feel about those things?
I mean, you know, like really, like if you need it, you know what I'm saying, like go ahead and use it. Me personally, I don't need it right now, you know what I'm saying, because I'm still younger, so I don't really dabble in that a little bit. But no, I mean, like there's definitely like a lot of things out there that can help you improve, whether you need length or you need stamina, whatever. There's a lot of things out there, so I'm all for it, especially if you need it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah.
Okay, and then we also saw too, I don't know if you know this because you made the comment that you're young, that ED specifically, erectile dysfunction, for people that don't know, can start as early as like 25.
That's wild.
Yeah, we just found that out.
Yeah, when we were doing our research, we saw it was like from the age of 25 to like 40 something.
Yeah,
you can start seeing symptoms as early as that.
But like I wonder like why that is. Like, is this new generation, you know, like they dabble in drugs a lot and things like that. You know what I mean? I know that can affect you, and I don't know. That's really weird though, to be 25 and. Yeah, that's wild.
Well, the study that I saw that actually said the 25-year-olds and stuff was like from 1993. So they said when they started doing studies like 1993, then they saw that it diminishes once you start seeing it at the age of 24, which made sense because a lot of older women always went after the young guys that was like 20 and 24.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, so that was, I think for us, that was probably the biggest shock.
Right.
Like, you're so young, and in our minds, at even for women at that young of an age, we not looking like, oh, okay, well, it's possible that this can happen to him, or he's not thinking like, well, damn, that's gonna happen to me. I'm so young. Mm-hmm. That's not gonna be my case. But then it happens. It's like, what do you do? Because you're not off the bat gonna be like, well, I don't eat right, or
I drink too much soda.
Yeah, or I drink too much soda, or I smoke. You're not gonna think like that. You're gonna be like, damn, what's wrong with me?
Do you know other things that may give you better like duration or stuff like that? Because one of our callers said like fruit, but are you aware of anything that makes it better?
To me, if you have to keep that like working out, that's a very big thing that can keep your stamina and duration and build that test like that what is it called like the natural, what is that shit?
You talking about libido?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that. Like you working out, running, lifting weights and things like that, that helps a lot. Not doing drugs, drinking more water, getting rest, things like that. That helps like state of you know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. I try to, stay in the gym a little bit, stay, eating right and get your rest and things like that. That can help a lot because if you running around on drugs and all that, that's why you can't get it up, you know what I'm saying? Because you're doing X, Y, and Z and that doesn't help your body. You know what I mean? Like you have to know your body. Like you have to listen to your body. So you waking up every day sluggish and all that, or there's a reason for that because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean?
Do you know anybody personally? I'm not throwing names out there, but do you know anybody personally like that's in your group of friends that suffer from that, or would you think that they'll even tell you that?
That's a good question because I think like in my group of friends, we don't have those conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like, oh man, you know what I mean? I can't, which probably needs to change. That we need to start having these conversations. You know what I mean? Amongst us men, because everyone's going through something. But no, I can admit that no, we don't have those type of conversations. I couldn't.
That's wild because I definitely said that too when we first spoke about this being our next podcast. I was like, people speak so much on women and the things like we all know women go through menopause, and we all know that at some point a woman's libido is going to be way down, right? We know this information. It's put out there for the world to know, but nobody ever really speaks on men having low libido or having erectile dysfunctions. Like nobody really, we see the commercials, but to have like the real conversations, even like you said, amongst our friends and even family, nobody's talking about it. And I wonder if it's because men are embarrassed, like just behind the conversation in general, or if it's just like a ego thing. Like are men just like we men, like we don't have them type of conversations?
I think it's both. I think it's the ego and we don't have those conversations because it's always the positive conversation. Like, yeah, I'll put it down. It's like, did you? Well, what about last Thursday? I heard you didn't put it down then. So.
Wow.
Exactly.
So have you ever, I know you said you don't have those issues, but have you ever thought about or considered taking any type of enhancement, whether it be a Viagra or a whatever that Rhino pill is, just because we were also informed that people take those just because they want to make sure that they can get it up, or they want to go longer, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, so I mean, I suffer from come too fast sometimes. You know,
suffer from that.
So no, I've tried a pill before, Viagra. My pops actually gave me like a Viagra. He was like, "Yo, try this or whatever." I said, "Cool," you know what I'm saying? Just to see, you know what I mean? Just to see what it was about. You know, I didn't have no issues or anything like that. But like I said, I can, you know, come too fast sometimes. So I tried that or whatever. I'm with Shorty, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, okay, yeah, like that shit worked. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just up. Like, hey, and I was up for a long time. I'm like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, like I definitely tried it. But now, like they have something now called like the honey, something with the honey, and you take the honey with a shot, and then you can go crazy too. I don't know. Some gas station.
So yeah, so a friend of mine. I mean, I don't know if that's like a whole new like pill or substance of some sort, but my friend was telling me raw honey.
Yeah.
And so we looked it up and I was like, damn, like it's so many things that, again, because no one is talking about it, that we don't know. And that raw honey, that was up there and it was like, yeah, right before or just throughout the day and you good. And I was like,
oh right. Like, okay.
Yeah, man. That honey pack is where it's at. Apparently, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
When you tried the pill, did you have a partner? Like were you in a relationship? And did you feel like, if you were, did you feel like you needed to consult with her about the fact that you were taking it, or did you keep it to yourself? How did that work, if that were the case?
So like this is like maybe, you know, like young me. So I was maybe like 24, and I was with a girl, you know what I mean, like my girlfriend at the time, boom. I didn't even tell her about it, I don't think so. I just kind of just popped that joint and just, you know what I mean, kind of went in and did what I had to do. It was definitely, you know, her telling me like, damn, like, you know, like you keep going, because I'm Mr. One and done. You know what I'm saying? If I'm, you know what I mean? Like once I reach where I'm at, that's it. I'm turning over, you know what I'm saying? But that night, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, all right, let's keep going, da 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 da. So yeah. It was definitely an experience. I wouldn't try it again just because like my heart was beating a little fast, you know what I mean? Things like that. But yeah.
Wow.
I don't have to use these things. No time soon, I hope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you feel bad for not telling her?
No, because like it wasn't anything bad. Like I didn't trust her, you know what I mean? I didn't put nothing in her thing, you know what I mean? Like this is more on me. So like, nah.
But isn't that like false precepts? Like, you're like, because now it's like the conception of like, oh, okay, like
this is what it's like.
This is what it's like all the time, and then it's like, if it's not like that the next time, then they're like,
right,
like what's going on?
Yeah, no, that actually makes sense. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's like an experience, you know what I mean?
Right. Because you said you only tried it that one time.
Exactly, you know what I mean? Like you've done things in the bedroom and stuff, and you're like, well, like last night we was wilding, you know what I'm saying? But not to say that that's going to happen every time, but you know, every now and then, you know, I might have me a little bit more stamina. You know, I might be in the mood a little bit more, and boom. But
Right. Okay, so we're moving on to sex now. I mean, moving on. I mean, it's all kind of it's intertwined. So, in your opinion, what is the most important thing about sex? Like, and I ask because we're talking about men that have either the problem of getting hard, staying hard, or whether it's that or just lasting in general. What do you think?
Communication is number one. What do you like?
Oh, wow.
Initially, when we meet each other and you look good, I look good, yes, we're going to have sex, boom. But it has to come to a point, maybe the second or third time, I'm going to ask, what do you like? You like your toast up? You know, like you want me to eat your ass? Like, what do you like? Because we can't just keep faking it as if, and if you're not getting your needs met, then, you know what I mean? And if I'm not getting my needs met, then why are we here? You know what I'm saying? So I'm very vocal about, this is what I like. Do it like this. try this, da da da. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to communicate that, because we're not just gonna keep having regular sex all the time. I'm gonna get tired of it because I'm not getting what I need. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm very vocal. I'm gonna tell you, yo, this is what I need from you. Boom. And you with it. 9 times out of 10, they with it. You know what I'm saying? That other one, I ain't doing that. Okay, well, that's cool. Then we're not meant to be in this space. You know what I mean?
Right.
So communication is number one to me. Because I like sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I'm very vocal on what I like.
So do you think that the bedroom for you is like a sacred place, and you need to feel that connection when you're doing it, which is why you're so vocal?
At times, yes, but a lot of my sex is brainless. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like another notch on my belt type thing. You know what I mean? Like, but I am getting older though, and I am learning more that like the amount of women I have sex with doesn't validate who I am. You know what I mean? So like, I'm trying to learn that and understand it's okay to be with one woman and chill and just vibe. You know what I mean? I'm on, okay, next conquer. So when I get into the bedroom, yes, there's certain people, you know, that I have like soul ties. I call them soul ties with, where it is meaningful. But the other 70%, I'm just wowing. You know what I mean?
Okay. Do you have a question before I ask
my
next one?
I just asked him my question.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How do you feel about? So when we were doing our research, we seen that majority of men feel that it is weird to moan when receiving oral. How do you feel about that?
I mean, if that should feel good, that should feel good. Like, hell yeah, I'm gonna make a noise, and that gives her the clue that, okay, I'm doing it right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not just gonna be sitting there silent. Listen, I know who I am sexually. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not Mr. Quiet Sex Man. I can't do that.
Right.
It feels good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that goes back to the talking. Like, if you tell a woman, hey, oh no, she'll tell you, yo, when you moan, when you make it, that turns me on more. So that makes me want to do it even better. I'm like, okay, bet. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So we bounce off of each other now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't like quiet sex. That's weird to me.
Okay. Super.
So what's off the table for sex for you? Like,
you are not putting anything into me anally at all. You know, Pagan, you can't eat my ass though. I'm with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit feel good. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm grown. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Somebody
like,
else said that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's already giving you head and, you know, a little swipe. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you're not. You can cancel that. You can cancel Christmas. That ain't it.
You said cancel Christmas.
So what we did realize is that a lot of people don't kiss during sex. So do you kiss during sex or does you know what I mean? What is it? How can I say it? Because yeah, a lot of people said that they don't kiss during sex. Like, that's a no-go.
That's a question, because I see those memes all the time. And I'm like, how do y'all initiate sexting? Y'all just go in the room and be like, take your pants off. Like, man,
exactly.
I'll be kissing, yo. I'll be kissing. Call me what you want. I'll be kissing. I'm like, how else do we get to this point? We just be like, yo. You know what I mean?
That's what I said. Like, what are you gonna do? Kiss you on your cheek? Like, what is supposed to happen?
Like, what's going on? Like, is this a mutual
I'll be kissing. I'll be kissing. Like, and it don't matter any. You know what I mean? Like, any part of the actual sexual activity. So, like, if I'm done giving you head, I'm coming up and I'm kissing you, shorty. You know what I'm saying? Like, we kissing like that.
Right. I got a question. If you could go back 10 years in your life and give yourself, the younger self, some what is it?
Sexual
advice. What would you give yourself?
So I'm 31 now, so that would put me at 21. It would be to warm up the pussy, right? So don't just try to stick it and then try to fuck. You know what I mean? Because a girl told me, yo, what the hell you doing? Why you? I'm like, huh? She's like, you gotta ease into this. I'm like, oh.
Remember, I told you that. Yeah. I told you that too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because
oh shit.
Yeah, because a lot of people just go straight to the bullseye, like, boy, let's go, and you know, and it's like,
you because I watch porn and all they do is they stick in it, they start ramming it.
Right.
Like, that's not real life. That's not real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how it works. Like, you got to, like, warm it up. You know what I mean? You got to ease into it. Like, start slow and then get into your rhythm. So that's what I would tell myself. Don't just be trying to bullseye everything. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, porn does that to us. You know what I mean? Like, it makes this false sense of, like, okay, this is how I'm supposed to do it. That's not real. You know what I mean? That's not how actual sex works. So yeah, right. that's what I would tell myself, is to warm it up, ease into it. It ain't going nowhere. It's right there.
It's right there. It ain't going nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? It's not going nowhere.
That was the best line
ever.
That
was the best line. It ain't going nowhere.
You know what I mean? Just ease in. It's all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think you understand how many times I didn't heard what you in a rush for? Right. I'm right here. And I'd be like, sleep? The kids coming in? Like, what you mean?
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Okay. Well, we appreciate you for calling in.
Oh, yeah, of course. Thank you guys for having me. This is actually a really, really good, positive vibe. I like this.
Nice.
So maybe we'll catch you on another one then.
No, we definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
Later.
Wow.
So we've talked to.
We had 3 people.
3 people.
First of all, before you say that, we appreciate y'all so much.
I was about to say that.
Were you?
Yeah, I was about to say we had 3 totally different dope people, and we appreciate everybody that called in. No, it's fun. You're the host. This is Talk That Shit with Lala Melvin, featuring Siobhan Melvin.
I can't.
Nah, but I mean, I just the interaction from everybody is just is amazing, because we would have had more people, but we just don't have the time.
We had to cut it.
You know,
by like 2 people, because it was
the response was just so amazing.
It would have been and I mean, really, the conversation can go on and on and on. I specifically put together a few questions so we could like guide the conversation, but I let it be known, like, wherever the conversation goes, because you know, it's so many different opinions out in the world, and it's so many different things that we've been taught or that we've seen throughout our growing up, you know, young adolescents to adults and stuff, and everybody it's a lot. So the conversation could keep going, and so we had to make sure that we gave people enough time to talk about the things that they wanted to talk about.
I know, because we could have definitely went on with everybody.
Yeah.
More, because there's more. I mean, because once you ask one question, you're like, damn, I want to ask this question because I definitely want to know now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then, you know, you keep elaborating, and, you know, everybody that came on, you guys had such like great spirits, like
right.
Like the energy
didn't leave nothing out.
Yeah,
left everything on the floor.
And I love that, because when I put the post on Facebook, I actually put it on all my social media, but when I put it up and the men started, because I put it up like, hey, it's very personal, so DM me and I'll let you know, what the topic is. And I honestly, the 3 men that we had on, Dan, Drew, and Marcus, I did not expect you guys to be that open and honest.
I loved it.
I loved every second.
Yeah, I loved it.
Every second. Like, you guys are amazing.
But like I said, that is the 1% that's going to talk about their experience.
Yeah.
You have the other 99, let's say 90%. That's going to be like, I'm not telling that business, or I'm not going to say that I come too fast, or I've done these pills, or you know what I mean. I feel like that's where maturity comes in, where it's like, fuck,
this is real shit. Like, men are actually going through these things, and that's why I put that question in there of like, if you tried, did you have a partner, and did you consult with your partner? Because it's like, women have periods, right?
Right.
Men know we have periods, but it's a lot of men that don't know the things that go on in our periods.
Right.
Like, when we got together,
I knew you was gonna do that.
Oh my God.
I knew you was gonna do that.
He was, first of all, he was so knowledgeable
about
the menstrual cycle.
Right.
And then as like years and years, you know, kept going, there will be things that I would tell him, be like, damn, like y'all go through a lot.
Right.
Men go through a lot too. Y'all
Right.
may not go through as much as us as women, but men go through a lot too. And I feel like if you're not having that conversation, you know, with your family and friends, then your partner, especially if you're in like a deeply committed relationship, like your
Right.
partner should definitely be that person that you're having that conversation with. It shouldn't be something that you're embarrassed about. Easier said than done, I know. But at the same time, it's like, how do you expect her to be accepting of whatever the situation may be if no one is having that conversation? So like when Marcus just said, the most important thing for him is communication. Like,
I need to know.
I was
what
like,
you
wow, because it's not really something that we think about.
Right.
Nobody's going into sex like, okay, tell me what you like. They already think, oh, all men like this.
Nah.
All women like this. And it's like, no, absolutely not.
I feel like when I got with you, I listened to your body to know exactly what you like.
And I mean, I still do even now.
Yeah,
Because we ain't
gonna
that's
talk
a
about
whole
that.
nother story.
But yeah,
yeah.
And I feel like that's a form of communication. Like, okay, cool. Like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. But like, I wanted to piggyback off you talking about the menstrual thing. I knew, like, I was informative. You know what I mean? But
You were informed.
I was informed.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I was very like aware of it. But it's like, I still wanted to know, like, what can make it better? How can we do better? What's better for you? What do you like to eat around these times? Like, I'm just always making sure that it's on my radar to be like, oh, it's 7 days before. I know you want some chocolate.
Let me tell you, there's been times where he's known my period better than me. Okay.
I mean, you have to.
Like, every pregnancy, he knew I was pregnant before I even knew that I was missing a
knew
period.
it.
Like, babe, where's your period? And I'm like, huh?
I knew it.
He's like, where's your period?
Mm-hmm.
And
She'd
I'm
be like,
I look at my phones, you know, I know a lot of women that do. I don't know if every woman does, but we keep, you know, track of our periods and our little apps and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now I would look at my app and be like, oh, shit.
I'm like,
I was supposed to have a period like 3 weeks ago.
right.
I don't know. And then, you know, so yeah, I just think it's important, especially if you're in a relationship, to be very open and honest.
Right.
You know, not just for her sake, but for yours, you know, because what if she is that kind of woman that's like, oh, okay, well, you got this problem and I don't care if you take pills, you can't do shit for me.
It's women out there.
At least you know who she is now. You ain't got to worry about if she finds out. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
it's just a lot of shit.
The world is a fucked up place.
Yeah, and it's a lot of shit that the world doesn't speak on or doesn't talk about, and especially with men, because y'all supposed to be so all the time, and it's like, y'all don't have to be
so
that.
What?
Y'all don't have to be that. Like, it's not that deep, especially if you with somebody that's like, not bitch. If you're with somebody that just accepts you completely for everything
What
that you
the hell
are.
just happened?
I don't know why bitch came out my mouth, but it did. But yeah, like those we already love talking to each other, you know. So
sometimes I gotta shut the fuck up because we'll have too many conversations, and I'll be like,
I don't think there's a such thing as having too many conversations.
No, because some of these times
we have the conversations that mean the most.
But
We
some of
even
those
have dumb conversations.
Yeah, because even some of those conversations, I'll be like, damn, I want to talk about this on the podcast. Fuck it, let's just talk.
And sometimes we'll talk and then we'll carry on or carry it into a podcast. Hold on, baby.
Right.
Hold on, Colin. I'm sorry. But yeah, like y'all energy was so, like it matched ours, and I love that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we've talked to people where they're like, not necessarily even on the podcast, just in general, and it's so dead and dull.
Right.
And there's not really much substance behind the conversation, in the sense of like, again, like, oh, that shying away from the conversation. And it's like, no, like we need and want people to speak that are going to be completely open and honest about, you know, the shit that goes on. Because if there's no one doing it, no one will do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nope.
So I don't know. We genuinely, like, we had a ball.
Right.
Talking to y'all, like we had a ball. We loved it.
We need to start doing this more often.
I know. I can't wait to get studio space though, because when we get studio space,
yeah. I mean, should we tell them what we doing? We're taking our
you could tell them, yeah.
So we are stepping it up a bunch. You know what I mean? This will be the first episode on our Patreon. And we are like I said, Talk That Shit is starting a Patreon because we want to give more to the actual people that listen to us faithfully. We see the numbers, we see the response on YouTube and stuff, but we want to have a better community, and we want to be able to talk more with the people that actually listen to our podcast all the time instead of it being on YouTube and we never see the comments. But once we go on Patreon, not only are we going to start doing a little bit more, some giveaways or,
we'll probably most likely have some Talk That Shit merch.
You know what I mean? So anytime you listen to or watching our podcast, you can pull out your mug and you can, and you can comment on anything and send it to us.
We have an email. I don't know if people email anymore.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know what the best line of communication is for our listeners.
Right.
And between us. But we always say it, if you ever have something, a topic that you would like us to speak about, or if you have something that you want to say about a previous topic that we've spoken about, you're more than welcome to reach out to either one of us on social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok.
We got Snapchat?
I have Snapchat. I'm just saying
shit.
individually.
I get what you're saying.
We have our Talk That. Yeah, we have our Talk That Shit Facebook page. We have our Talk That Shit Instagram page.
And the Talk That Shit Facebook page is going away because there's no more podcast on the Facebook page.
Right, they're taking that away, so that probably won't even be there anymore.
Yeah, so
it's not really a point. We could post links too, but
who wants to do that? So that's why we're going full-fledged into Patreon, so we can just have an open discussion all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? About upcoming topics on what you want us to talk about. And like I said, we can have more people calling in because
more interaction.
Right.
Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed
I loved it.
Talking to, I just think it was just like the whole everybody just being like, this is like real life. Like, bitch, I'm not fucking scared. Like,
suck them toes.
Yeah, I'm going to say what I like, what I don't like, what goes on, what doesn't go. Like, I just loved it.
Right.
I loved it. So much fun. So thank y'all again.
Right.
I had a ball.
So,
that
ready
was great.
You ready to go?
Yeah, we gonna close this out. Y'all just listen to
Talk That Shit
with the Melvins.
We out this thing.
Bye.
Peace out.